super excited for GMHTP Performance, and we're back out here at Palm Beach International Raceway to do some follow-up testing on some of our latest project vehicles, including our 2012 Chevy Camaro SS. Now, as you can see, it looks completely different than the last time you've seen it. It has been wrapped by our friends at Superior Auto Design. It has World Racing RTS wheels on it, Nitto NTO1 rubber, it has Z01 brakes, and other than that, it's pretty much the same as it was last time. I mean, obviously it's all, I wouldn't say one color now. And as you can see, it has a tiger shark motif to it, which is quite distinctive. We want this car to stand out, we want to be recognized everywhere we go, and this is just the way to do it. Okay, so DJ Randall brought back his 2012 Chevy Camaro Z01, also known as Project Apex Assassin. Since the last time he's been here, he's done some modifications to it. DJ, why don't you go ahead and tell us more about that?
Yeah, so first thing we did, we put on a JLT big air intake. Only 44 horsepower to the wheels, which is crazy.
Yeah, that's very impressive.
The whine that this thing makes now, since it's obviously supercharged, is amazing. So
yeah.
Happy with that.
Yeah, absolutely. I actually heard you out there earlier today, and I think just screaming.
Yeah.
I actually heard you from pretty much anywhere else.
Yep, and then from there we went to BMR for some suspension upgrades.
Okay.
And, Pete will tell us more about that, but on track it felt great. I mean, we're starting with a really good car from the factory, so to make that even better is crazy. We were a second faster on the road course, and Palm Beach isn't really that long, so
no,
that's a big gain.
Absolutely.
So it's a lot stiffer than stock. It's great.
How big is the track?
Can't tell you off the top of my head. I think it's 2.5 miles, 2.3 maybe.
So substantially shorter than Rome.
Yeah, so in other words, a second is actually a big gain.
Yeah, sure,
here,
absolutely.
Especially, like I said, starting with a really good car.
Okay, is the suspension like stiffer? Or?
Yeah, it's stiffer with the mag right now. The old stiffest setting is like the new softest setting. So it's stiff. I can really point the car, it turns in great now compared to before it was good, but now it's awesome. So I was happy to pick up a second thanks to Pete, the BMR. So he's going to tell you more about that. But
Pete, this is a fully adjustable suspension, isn't it?
For the most part. There are some components on it that are adjustable and some that are not adjustable. Like DJ said, the Z01 is a great platform to start with, and it's hard to improve on it. This level 4 suspension, we keep the mag ride, we don't touch that. We add adjustable sway bars front and back. We add a lowering spring, it drops the car about an inch. It adds some spring rate to help with body roll. We do lower control arms in the rear that are non-adjustable. We do the tow rods in the rear to help keep the alignment straight. We do bushings front to back, the cradle, the differential, control arms in the front. We change everything when it comes to bushings. Everything is polyurethane, hydrometer, internally fluted, greasable, so there's no squeaks, there's no rattles, and it keeps everything real solid out on track. But at the same point, it doesn't degrade the ride to the point where you don't want to drive it on the street. So it really is a great blend of track manners and street manners, so you can really go out, be confident on track, really drive the car hard, and it's comfortable enough to take the wife out, for dinner on Friday night.
That's next for this part, DJ.
Well, next, it's kind of quiet. Obviously, it's still stock exhaust, but I want to get this thing loud. So I guess that would be the next thing: headers and mid-pipe, muffler. So awesome. Other than that, we're open for anything. So.
Yeah. Can you put a smaller pulley in that thing?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's do it, man. Hey, good luck out there today.
Thanks, Rick.
Yep. So Brian Sexton came back today and brought his 2008 Corvette Z06 Project Track Attack. Now all of this car looks pretty much the same as it did last time. Brian has done a complete overhaul in this car. Brian, why don't you tell us more about it?
Well, we went up to our friends at MTI Racing and they pretty much built the car from front to back, from the engine, suspension, and brakes.
Nice. Like, give me some specifics. Like, what cam, what heads, what do you...
Well, they wouldn't quite tell us the specs on the cam, but I'll go through it. I did an SLP cold air intake.
Okay.
We did an intake by Fast.
Okay.
Custom ground cam by Comp, MTI specs.
Okay.
And then their ported heads completely built. They backed that up with a Quartermaster twin disc racing clutch. Moved on to the suspension. They did coilovers by Bilstein, MTI's own big brake kit, and their own sway bars as well.
Oh, nice, nice. Now, I heard a lot about the Quartermaster. I heard it's a really soft clutch. Is that true? Is it stiff?
That clutch has a very nice pedal feel,
okay,
but it clamps. It's built to take 1,000 to 1,400 horsepower.
Nice, nice. That's awesome. I mean, it's great. You have a clutch that will handle the track and the street. It's very comfortable. It doesn't wear your leg out. It's a huge issue with a lot of racing clutches, and you just kill it on your left wing. So, what else do you have on it? Do you have any bolt-ons, a shifter? Do you have?
We put MTI shifter in it, which
nice,
great feel over stock.
Okay.
Besides that, what I'd already mentioned is pretty much out.
Excellent. Well, now, what did you do out the track today?
The drag strip, we ran 1165, which bested our 1185 from last time. But the story is out on the road course,
right,
what this car was really built for. Sure. We dropped 7 seconds on the road course.
7 seconds off a 2-mile track. I mean, that's...
And I have to say, a huge part of that's the brakes. Those brakes are monstrous. And of course, having an extra 134 horsepower at the wheels, that certainly helped.
Awesome. Also, I heard MTI actually expects their own brakes. They actually build their own brakes. They build a lot of their own components, suspension. I mean, they do everything. It's pretty much an in-house, one-stop shop.
That they do. They have a lot of race experience, and it shows in the build that they did on this car.
Excellent. All right, well, since you did a full build on this car, I mean, is there anything left to do? Is there anywhere to go?
Of course, there's always something to
Sure.
do, but I think we're going to start with aero,
Okay.
upgrade the seats,
Okay.
maybe some Corbeau, not sure just yet, possibly wheels, and see how we can improve on the package.
Awesome, awesome. So glad to hear it, Brian. Hey, thanks for coming out again. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Yep. Okay, so we brought Greg Lavelle back today with his 2000 Chevy Corvette C5. Now, Greg has been keeping busy with other projects, so he hasn't done too much with this car. The only thing we have done so far is an air-raid cold air intake. Is that right, Greg?
That's correct, air raid.
Okay, so would you have any kind of gains from that intake? Or?
Here's a nice gain, real nice gain.
Okay.
That'll be read about soon.
Oh, yeah? What'd you pull from this car?
I believe it was 40.
No.
Yes.
You pick up 40 horsepower.
From a stock air intake to this, but I think it was 40.
Okay.
Since I don't have the data in front of me, I can't exact, but
Sure.
it was a big gain.
Sure, sure. Did that gain translate on the track at all, or no?
Well, it always does a 12 now. Before, when it would get hot, it would go 13s, but now it's every single run is a 12.
All right, now what's your future goal for this car?
There's not really any kind of set goal.
Right,
I want
right.
it to run like a C7 does.
Okay.
And surprise some of those guys.
Okay, sounds good. So when do you think, ballpark, if you can give me a timeline, when do you think the car will actually run with the C7?
And in the next few months.
Awesome, looking forward to it. All right, Greg, hey, it's good seeing you again.
Thank you.
Yep. Okay, so Billy Matul came back this time too, and he brought along his 2004 Chevy Silverado, which is like the ultimate sleeper. Billy, why don't you tell us a bit more about what you did this truck since the last time we've seen you?
Well, we installed JBA headers
Okay.
and a JBA catback exhaust, also JBA plug wires,
Okay.
and this time I did make a nitrous pass in conjunction with some motor passes.
Okay, on all motor, what did you run?
15.1.
Okay.
The mile an hour is a little bit up, but I didn't catch it right after the pass.
Sure, sure. You had some traction issues there too, I saw earlier.
Unfortunately, I was pretty much melting the tires all the way down the track.
Oh man. So how'd you get around that? What'd you do to sort of?
Loaded up the converter a little bit, came out a little softer, and then waited to actually go to full throttle, and it helped out quite a bit.
Awesome.
Plus,
What-
we dropped the tire pressure down
Okay,
substantially.
Cool. Okay, what converter do you have in this again?
It's an FTI 3200.
Oh, excellent. Okay, cool. Now, what kind of nitrous did you run today?
It's a 100 shot to the wheels.
Okay.
And it's a nitrous express kit.
Okay.
So,
nice.
and on the nitrous, it went 13.8 at 100. So,
wow,
pretty substantial difference.
That is a substantial difference, definitely. So, what's next for this truck? What do you want to do next? Where are we going from here?
Possibly some more parts.
Okay.
A camshaft would be a nice complement to the converter. Maybe some cylinder heads.
Sure.
You know, it's endless in the sense of I'm not sure which way I want to go with it. I
Sure.
just would like to go a little faster.
Okay.
I think first on the table is going to be some tires and a posi unit.
Awesome, awesome. And with the 5.3, man, the sky's the limit. You can do pretty much whatever you want with this thing. So
I agree.
awesome. Hey, good seeing you again, Billy. Thanks for coming out.
Thank you.